a lot of great experiences on the Church of What's Happening Now. I really did. I got to meet a lot of great people like Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan, Gabriel Iglesias, Henry Rollins, Ralphie May, Theo Vaughn, Steve Simone. The list goes on and on. People I never thought I'd get to meet, Ari Shafir. Just, there's no way for me to list everybody who I can't believe that I got to meet. But one of the coolest moments and one of my favorite moments that I'm glad to have on video is Bruce Buffer. Now, one day we will also there was an episode, the first time Bruce Buffer came on, who you may and should know as the veteran voice of the Octagon, the announcer for the UFC, and frankly, I think the best ever. His brother's great. There's a lot of other great people who do it, but Bruce is amazing. And the first time he came on to the podcast, he misheard my name, and we just didn't correct him, and he didn't find out until the end. It's a very funny moment. But I chose this moment to start out with because I watched Bruce announce Monday Night Football, the Raiders and the Ravens, and it just reminded me how great he is. It's not easy. There's not very many people who are great at what they do. There's people who are good. There's a lot of people who are good at what they do, and a lot of people who are bad. But there's very few who are great, and I, without a doubt, would say Bruce is one of them. And what I'm about to show you was from episode number 421 of The Church of What's Happening Now. It was Bruce's second time on the podcast, and I got lucky enough that Bruce announced me. Now, if you listen, I may or may not have been under the help of some medical gummies, but it's still amazing. I haven't watched the whole thing because I'll talk about it after, but it gave me chills when it was happening, and it was just amazing. And I want to let you know and Bruce is not paying me for this, but I feel like since I'm reacting to it, I should let you know that Bruce does do this on his website, brucebuffer.com. And so if you would like it, you can go and sign up for it on his website, brucebuffer.com. But I was lucky enough to have it happen to me live on The Church of What's Happening Now, episode number 421. So let's watch it right now.
Lee, give me your full name, Lee.
Lee Syatt, Syatt.
What's your skill, fighting skill? What would you call yourself?
None.
He's got the Jew foot.
Yeah,
the jiu-jitsu.
flying
Once he
Jew
picks
foot.
up the Jew foot, it's over. It's
How
like
about the
alligator.
jiu-jitsu fighter?
It's a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Sure.
No, he's a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Yes.
I like it. I'll take it. Oh,
You like that?
I liked it then.
Okay.
I like it now.
How tall are you?
Don't
lie. Tell me the truth. Come on.
Okay, I was going to say if you're going to announce me, we could say
No,
like
actually,
6
if you're
feet.
filling out a form, how tall you want to be? What do you want to be, Lee?
Yeah, if you're going to announce me, we'll say like 6'3". That's what I always wanted to be.
Is that what you want to be? Okay.
I'm 5'.
How much do you weigh?
3.
6'3". How much you weigh?
Ooh.
180.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. I have no idea what I'm supposed to weigh.
All right. You're 6'3". Let's give you something. Like 240 pounds.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm less than that now.
Where are you
finally.
fighting out of? What's your city?
Boston. That's right.
Any championships in your life?
Tons. Burger eating championship.
3-time hummus champion.
Oh, hummus.
And can I rig it so it plays when I open the door to the office?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send you the file. You can do whatever you want.
Yes.
3-time hummus champion. Okay. Nickname?
The Flying Jew.
Okay, so it takes a second to fill out the form. You fill out the form. You hit a button and you pay through PayPal. Right, Syatt, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You pay through PayPal. It comes through. I get the script. I get back in town. I can wing 100 of these a day if I had to, whatever. So you do your thing. I get the order form. So I'll get my studio and I'll do it like this. And now, introducing the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is a jiu-jitsu fighter, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds, fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, making his debut, the 3-time hummus world champion, Lee, the Flying Jew, Syatt. Then
Thank you. That's,
You know,
that's an honor.
Now, if
That
you want
is-
me, if you
Wow. So, first of all, that's the first time I've watched it since it happened. Wow. I remember, so obviously I was on some medical supplements prescribed by a doctor for $40. But I remember vividly that, like, there was just, not the whole time he was there, but when Bruce was doing his announcement of me, it was almost like an energy like just like when he was and now like he was doing that like at full octagon volume, and just like like energy burst out of him. I'm not like a spiritual person. I don't really know. Maybe it was just his voice, but there was just something that was just so. This is years ago. This might be 5-6 years. I didn't look at the day. It doesn't matter. This is probably at least 4 or 5 years ago. It was just outrageous. It was and someone might think, oh well, how do you grade at announcing? If you watch any other event and someone announces something, I mean, it's not even close in my opinion. I think Bruce is one of the best, and on top of that, one of the nicest. I was producing a podcast at a casino in LA briefly, and Bruce was there to play poker, and he saw me and he remembered me, and was very nice to me, always very nice to me, and just the few times I met him, couldn't have been a nicer person to me, and to have this is one of the top moments of my career for sure. My life, not even career. Just there's only a handful of people who've gotten announced by Bruce Buffer, and my height wasn't real. I do stand by that, though. It would be nice to be 6'3", and it is nice also to be under that fake weight. I don't know what I was then. It was I probably was at it or right above it. I can only see my little arm. It's about the same, I would say. It's maybe a little chubbier. So that was just fantastic. Wow. I got to do a lot of cool things, but that's way on the top. They're just like just the way he just, and I've never heard him make him. I'm sure he has made a mistake, but I've never heard him, and he just did it right there. Like, he didn't practice. You should see when I do these videos and I do podcasts, I have to go in and I have to start it over 18 times because I don't like the way I start something. In 3 seconds of writing something down, he just blew my socks off. Bruce Buffer is amazing. Again, he didn't ask me to do this, but if you want one, which I don't know why you wouldn't, go to brucebuffer.com and check it out. I can't think of anything more worth it. I'm gonna have this on my phone and play it 8 times a day. I love it. And Bruce, if you're out there watching, thank you so much. And you're amazing at what you do. Not that you need my validation, but just thank you. That was amazing. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back next week with a new reaction video.